His Dark Materials, HBO's three-season fantasy epic, has only gotten better over the years since it ended. Based on Phillip Pullman's fantasy novels, His Dark Materials is the second major adaptation of his work, after 2007's The Golden Compass. It's a fantasy that stacks up with the best of the 2000s. Starring Dafen Keen as Lyra Belacqua, His Dark Materials is set in a multi-world reality where human souls manifest as animal companions. Lyra, a young orphan, learns of a secret prophecy that involves her changing the world. The series wrapped in 2022 and is definitely worth checking out. His Dark Materials has aged well. His Dark Materials took some time to become popular, with the first season coming on the heels of Game of Thrones, a moment when viewers were a bit exhausted and disappointed with fantasy storytelling. Still, the show kept plowing along, and by the time Season 3 ended, the series had an 84% overall on Rotten Tomatoes. The show managed to capture the book series by paying attention to the small details. Every season of His Dark Materials worked hard to color in the edges of the world and build upon what came before it. Taking the series as a whole, we get an intricately woven and beautifully told story. Fantasy shows often struggle to stick the landing. What sets HBO's His Dark Materials apart from other fantasy TV shows is how well it sticks the landing. The series would probably not be looked back on with so much fondness had the ending fizzled out. It's not easy to end a fantasy series, as we've seen with Game of Thrones and more recently with Stranger Things. These fantasy shows often have so many intertwined plots, many of which threaten to shatter the logic of the show, that it can be tricky to tie them up one without shortchanging another. His Dark Materials manages to do so, thanks in big part to Pullman actually writing a solid ending. His Dark Materials is the definitive adaptation of the books. His Dark Materials has been adapted into a radio play, a theatrical play, a graphic novel series, the HBO TV show, and the 2007 movie. Out of these adaptations, the show is the definitive adaptation, with the movie coming in a distant second. The film ended up only adapting the first book. Subscribe to our newsletter for fantasy TV insights. Want deeper context? Subscribe to our newsletter to explore fantasy TV, adaptations, and why series like His Dark Materials pull off satisfying endings. We analyze storytelling choices, adaptation faithfulness, and what makes fantasy adaptations succeed. Subscribe. By subscribing, you agree to receive newsletter and marketing emails, and accept Valnet's terms of use and privacy policy. You can unsubscribe anytime. When the movie came out, people were hoping for the next Harry Potter or the Chronicles of Narnia, but it ended up being overworked to the point of confusion. His Dark Materials, the TV show, is far superior at clearly outlining Pullman's show and adding in specific touches where needed. 55 8.7, 10 and 8/10. His Dark Materials 10 stars, 9 stars, 8 stars, 7 stars, 6 stars, 5 stars, 4 stars, 3 stars, 2 stars, 1 star. Like followed TV 14 drama adventure fantasy sci-fi. Release date 2019-2022-0000 Network BBC One. Directors William McGregor, Amit Gupta, Leanne Wellham, Charles Martin, Otto Bathurst, Euros Lynn, Don Shadforth, Harry Wootliff. 9 images. Close cast. See all. Dafen Keen, Lyra Silvertongue, Ruth Wilson, Mrs. Coulter. Where to watch. Close Where to watch. Streaming by writers Francesca Gardiner, Amelia Spencer, Sarah Quintrell. Creators Jack Thorne. Powered by Expand Collapse.